How many people have learned some really painful lessons in your life? Right? You all have some, right? You've learned those lessons. Don't let them go to waste. Don't go through the pain again. Bring forward what you learned. And it's not about what you did or didn't accomplish. It's who you be. Not what you do, but who you be in this moment. Right? It doesn't matter what happened before you walked in the door. Leadership is a choice. Are you going to be the best version of yourself right now? Every moment is a choice. That's what leadership is about, making those choices every single moment. People ask me all the time, what's your mission statement? Or what's your strategic plan? Or maybe sometimes, what was your business plan when you decided to work for yourself? And I have the same answer to all of those questions. I operate on two simple words, fun and meaningful. If it's not fun, nobody wants to do it. And if it's not meaningful, why are we doing it at all? There are 3x5 cards and crayons on the table, and I want you to think about someone you consider to be a great leader. On each card, you're gonna write one idea or quality. So, of these three categories, where did the majority of your stuff fall? Attitude. Do you hear how overwhelming that was? Where do we typically think we need to put our attention to be good leaders? Yeah. What were some of the words that were in your attitude area? Passionate. How many people had passionate as one of their words? Man, look at all those hands, right? We want to follow people who are passionate about something. People want a taste of that. They'll forgive a lot of mistakes. They'll forgive a lot of crazy. Believe me, I know crazy, right? People forgive a lot of that stuff if you have passion, if you're committed, courageous, take risks, all of those things. So I woke up, I had a weekend between these two classes that I was teaching, and the students in the first class said, you have to go to Santa Teresa. There is a staircase there called Escaleria Celerón, which is the most gorgeous thing you will ever see. This is the staircase. It is created by a Chilean artist named Celerón, who moved to Brazil and was so moved by its beauty that he decided to live here, or live there, and turn what was just a plain, ordinary staircase into a living work of art. And he literally said, I'm going to work on this until the day I die. People were so moved by it that they would send in tiles of things like, hey, we got married, put that tile up. We're from Maine. We love lobsters, put that tile up. From Australia, hoppity hop, you know? So he would take these tiles that people sent and work them into the staircase. And it attracts, like movie producers have gone there, there's been TV shows that have been filmed there, Travel Channel ones and other things. And he took what was actually a drug-infested neighborhood and scared the drug dealers away and turned it into a centerpiece of this neighborhood that people come to visit. I mean, is that passion that you want to get behind or what? How many of you want to send in a tile and like, yeah, I want to be part of that, right? It even attracts really interesting people. Like this guy was walking around and I thought, doesn't he just look like someone you want to know? Like he's just funky and cool. So I couldn't help myself. I rudely like snapped a picture, you know, and I'm like, he just looks cool. Well, it turns out it was the artist. And so there I am sitting on his staircase, enjoying the heck out of myself, right? And I see that he's working. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's him. This is the guy. And I actually got to go into his gallery, get pictures with him, right? Be in that space. So when I went back out onto the stairs, as I walked this journey up the stairs, I was stopping and taking pictures of all these amazing tiles, right? The kangaroo, the lobster, the little Gemma and Scott got married, all those things. And I'm thinking, like, if it looks this good now, the view from the top is probably going to be amazing, right? Can you imagine the view with like all of that from the top and looking back and like seeing the ocean? This is going to be incredible. So I'm climbing and taking pictures, but I'm kind of in a little bit of a rush because I want to see this view from the top. Like, yeah, there's some nice tiles here and here, but let's get to the good stuff. So when I got to the top, the destination, right, which we're all trying to get somewhere, we're trying to graduate, we're trying to get that first promotion, we're trying to achieve something. This is what it looked like from the top. I didn't realize that when you get to the top and you look back, all the color was on the front of the stairs, right? Some on the sides, but mostly on the front of the stairs. So you actually have to be climbing and taking the journey in order to see the color. When you get to the top, it turns gray. I literally burst into tears when I turned around and saw this. I thought, wow, I get what people mean when they say life's about the journey, not the destination. Thank goodness I slowed down a little bit to snap some pictures, but I had basically rushed through the good part to get to this. How many of you feel like you do that sometimes? You're so focused on that destination that you forget the amazing journey that you're on. It happens, right? So this story is what I mean when I say it's not right if you ain't lost your mind, just like the lyric says. If it doesn't get your attention or make you want to change the way you're doing things or get you excited to get out of bed in the morning, maybe you need to look at something different. Leadership is knowing when things aren't working. When you've chosen a path, maybe because someone else thought it was a good path for you, but it's not really your path. You want to find a path that feels good so that when you do get to the destination and it turns gray because you're ending a chapter in something, that you've enjoyed all those stairs, all those steps, all those challenges, that color.